Hey everybody, welcome to episode 2 of WandaVision. Now, before we get on to this video, make sure you hit a like, make sure you subscribe, and share this video around. If we can get 3 likes, I will be totally happy because every like helps and it helps out the algorithm. So 3 likes will be great. And also if you play Epic Games Fortnite, make sure you hit up my creator code Scotty V Game 93. It'll help me out a lot because pandemic, no jobs, no work, so it'll help out a lot. All right, guys. So let's get on to episode number 2. Now, episode number 2 basically is a continuation of the first episode, and in this episode, obviously there's spoilers. We hear banging noises, like there's noises coming up from outside. Vision and Wanda don't understand what's going on, so they go investigate. They obviously do not see anything. They just assume it was the tree outside that was banging on the window, but we all know what the heck is going on. So in this episode, basically Wanda is trying to join some like club where they have to do a fundraiser for an elementary school. It's for the children, as they say, for the children, and the TV show. And in this show, this episode, Vision and Wanda are going to be doing a magic show. But before they do this magic show, it's pretty hilarious what was going on. Wanda was also still hearing these weird noises. She goes outside, she looks at the tree, there's no tree. She goes into her rose bushes, and then she sees a helicopter. A colored helicopter, mind you. Now this episode is still black and white, and she finds a red and orange helicopter with a sword symbol on it. And it's pretty interesting to see how everything is starting to evolve and things are starting to unravel, which is final because in the first episode we really didn't get much besides just an introduction to the series. And then Agnes, her favorite neighbor, comes along and says, hey, we gotta go to this club and blah 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 blah. So they go to this club and then they're starting to talk about doing a show or a fundraiser for the kids because the kids are more important. They're the future of that universe, and they have to do something. And obviously they ended up deciding to do a magic show. Vision and Wanda Maximoff decide to do that. It's actually pretty hilarious, but I'll get to that in a second. We see Vision going to a library. Vision wants to join like this security group that watches the neighborhood, and he's worried about policies and all that kind of stuff. And then they have some desserts, and they asked Vision if he would like desserts, and obviously he's like, no, I don't eat this. I don't eat fruits. I don't eat anything. But then he had to correct himself, saying, I don't eat desserts in between meals, which is clever how he did that. But they did offer him a gum stick. Now, when they offered him this gum, oh my goodness, it was the funniest thing I've ever seen Vision do, because when he ate the gum, he got tapped on the back, and he actually swallowed the damn thing, and you could see it go down his body, and it got stuck in his gears, and when that happened, he became a drunken android. So basically, how we humans, we drink alcohol, we get drunk. I don't drink, by the way. It's the taste is disgusting. I don't like the taste of alcohol. But he became drunk, and it was actually pretty funny how he was acting. Paul Bettany, he did a freaking amazing job as a drunk Vision. Just Vision in general, he did a great job, even since the Age of Ultron. But playing a drunk android was pretty unique to see. It was pretty funny, and I have no complaints on that. It was pretty funny, and they did their magic show when Vision was starting to reveal himself, and Wanda was like, hey, what the hell are you doing, buddy? She had to put some strings and a cardboard cutout of a piano. It was pretty funny. They ended up winning a reward for best sketch or magic trick, whatever they were doing. It was just pretty hilarious. And also I forgot to mention this in the first episode or the first review, that there are commercials in this movie, this TV show. So in between the characters' transitional scenes, there's a commercial, and the first one was a toaster. The toaster, when you put the toast in, you pull the lever down, you can hear the Iron Man repulsors. You can hear them. and it was pretty cool to see. And then in this one, there was a watch, so you can, and it was called the Strucker watch, reference to Age of Ultron and Captain America: Winter Soldier when Wanda got her powers. It was the Strucker watch, and in the middle of the watch, there was a Hydra symbol. So there's your Hydra teaser, and then you got the first Iron Man, or you get an Iron Man teaser in WandaVision, first episode, which is pretty clever on Marvel Studios' part of doing. So they won their show. They won the magic show and all that stuff to help the fundraiser of the kids. They go back home. They're falling in love as a usual love couple, and all of a sudden, Wanda's pregnant. You just see the baby bump, and I'm like, what the hell just happened? Things are starting to unravel pretty quickly in this show, which I like to see. In The Mandalorian, things slowly built up. It took 3 or 4 episodes for it to build up. But in this one, episode 2, it's starting to unravel pretty quick. And then right at the end, we started getting the color. Color started to come. And also they kept hearing more bangs. Bangs, bangs, bangs. And they go outside, they see this bang, and they see a guy in a beehive suit. You can see bees coming out, and it's a sword shield. And Wanda, something clicks in Wanda, and she realizes that, wait, not today. This is not happening. She knows what she's doing. This shows me that in episode 2, she knows what she's doing in the multiverse. And in the first episode, she was all confused. She didn't know what was going on. But I think that was just a ploy. I think she knew what she was doing the whole time. She saw this man come up, and the man looked at her directly in the face. And she's like, no, no, no. And reverses, like sort of like a cassette tape. You reverse it. It goes... And then back to where it was. And then they were happily ever after. And end of the episode. Now, other things I didn't talk about in this episode were when Wanda was in her group party talking to that girl, I don't remember her name, Jimmy Woo, who was the police officer in Ant-Man and the Wasp, says, Vision, who's doing this to you? Wanda, who's doing this to you? Wanda, Wanda. And then the radio explodes. So they're aware of what's going on, obviously. And just he's trying to communicate with her. Wanda, what is going on? Who's doing this to you? So now it brings up the question, is she doing it herself, or is someone else influencing her to do the time warp magical MCU multiverse thing? Because whatever happens in this show, it's going to mess up the MCU really bad. And Doctor Strange has to get involved because he's all about cosmic threats and threats to protect our reality. So this will be perfect opportunity. I hope Doctor Strange shows up at the end of the series, sort of like how we got Luke Skywalker showing up in the Mandalorian season finale. So, yeah, that's about it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I can't wait for episode 3 coming out next week. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. Like I said, if we can get 3 likes, it'll help me out a lot. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you next week with more WandaVision episodes, talks, and we'll go from there. Weekly episodes here on the Civil Canadian will happen eventually. There's just really no big news to talk about besides this getting delayed, and it's the same crap that was going on for the past couple of months last year. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you hit my creator code on Fortnite if you play Scotty V Game Time 93. And then yeah, that's all. See you guys soon. Be good.